All right, so we're going to do two types of problems today. We're going to do the tangent line problem and then also a linear regression. So you are going to need your calculator. So we're going to do some scatter plot on the second question. Scatter plot. Someone had a TI 82 today. It was awesome. 82. Yeah. It didn't do quite everything, but it brought me back like 20 years. It's seriously. He said it was his mom's.
Is it a TBT?
I don't know what that is.
That was a good one, Greg. I got it. What about Thursday?
Oh, okay. You're right. That's different than TBH, huh? Okay. All right, here we go. Given a circle with radius rad 10 and center 0, 0, we're going to find the line tangent to the circle in quadrant 2. Now, do you know what a tangent line looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to draw this. So, do you know which quadrant 2 is? We have quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. And remember, it goes around counterclockwise, probably because of angles and trig and all that stuff. All students.
Is this available on Canvas as well?
No.
On YouTube, yeah.
No.
Oh, yes, it is.
The note sheet.
It's on Canvas 1.1c, and then you can open it in anything you like to open it in.
Okay.
Yeah, there is. I try when I print stuff out, I try to put a PDF online too. Okay, so bless you. So what we have is we have a circle with radius rad 10. So radius rad 10, that's about what, 3 point something? Sure. Okay. So we'll go 1, 2, 3 in each direction, because rad 9 is 3. So we'll go a little past 3, and we'll draw a circle. That's okay. Pretty good. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to find the line that's tangent to the circle in quadrant 2 when x is negative 1. So here's where x is negative 1, okay? And we want to find the tangent line. And the tangent line is the line that's just going to touch the circle right there. Have you ever been in a classroom and then your teacher goes off on a tangent?
Yeah, I love it.
Right. Okay, yes. So basically it's like this. You're walking along, you're in class, you're learning calculus, and all of a sudden she starts talking about her kids. She goes off on a tangent, right? Yeah. Or Greg, yeah, either way. Okay, so now let's go ahead. We have to find the equation of that blue line right there. The equation of that line. So to find the equation of that line, we need a point and we need slope. So first of all, let's go ahead and let's write the equation of this circle. So the circle's centered at the origin, and circles are x squared plus y squared equals r squared. Do you remember that?
Yes.
It's been a little while. That's conic sections. Yep, we did them in Algebra 2, and Ram did not do conic sections, though. So, okay. So we know what the radius is. What is the radius? It's rad 10. So the equation of our circle is x squared plus y squared equals 10. Because it's the square root of 10 squared. All right, so that's the equation of our circle. And we are told that x equals negative 1 is one half of our point that we need. It's one of the coordinates, we need the whole thing, x and y. So let's take negative 1, yes, and let's plug it in. Negative 1 plugs in. And I made this turn out, pretty nice for you. You're welcome. And so then we get 1 plus y squared equals 10. Subtract 1 to the other side. Yes. So y equals plus or minus 3. But we're in quadrant 2, so y has to be what? Starts with the p. Positive. Good. Y has to be positive in quadrant 2, because you're above the x-axis.
That's all straight, right?
Thanks. Yeah, that's trig. There's no trig in this problem. Okay, so here we go. We have a point, and now we need a slope. Now, maybe you don't know this, and I don't think you do, but when you're centered at the origin like that, and you have a tangent line, and you draw a line from the origin to that point, you know what happens? It's perpendicular. It is, to the tangent line of a circle. You probably should have known that from geometry, but that was like, what, when you were like 12? I don't know. Okay, so we can find out the slope of this yellow line by counting rise over run. So start at the origin, go up 1, 2, 3, and over 1. Okay, that's where that point is. It's at negative 1, 3. And so the slope is what? What did I say? -3, right? So the slope of the yellow line, which is perpendicular, sure, is equal to -3. Now, since the yellow line and the blue line are perpendicular, then that means my slope is going to be what?
1/3.
Perfect. Cool, huh? This problem involves a lot of stuff. Geometry, algebra 2, just basic math. Okay, so now let's take our point, which we have up here, and our slope, which we have right here, and we'll write our equation of our line in point slope form. So we'll go y minus 3 equals 1/3 x plus 1.
-1/3? Oh, wait, never mind. Wait. Yeah, never mind.
Okay, positive 1/3, yeah. And then go ahead and distribute the 1/3. We'll get this into slope-intercept form. So 1/3 x plus 1/3, and then add 3 to the other side. So y equals 1/3 x plus 3 1/3, or 10/3 if you want to write it as a improper fraction. There you go. Tough, huh? That's not an easy problem. It's going to be on the quiz. Yeah,
Of course it is.
of course. As a regular problem. The yellow line is something that you learned from geometry 1,000 years ago. It's when you draw through the origin to a tangent line on the circle, it's perpendicular. That's like a postulate or something. I don't know. It came way later in your geometry book. I learned it 20 years ago when I taught geometry. All right, next page.
The equation of the line, and that's for
Yep, tangent
it's
line of a
perpendicular,
circle.
right?
It's always perpendicular.
okay.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
What would
Hmm?
so you would ask like
You have your calculators, I hope. You're going to have one of these on the quiz tomorrow, so make sure you bring your calculator, because I'm not going to let you share. Yes, there's only 2 problems today. All right, here we go. This table represents the gold medal winners in the 100-meter dash. That's a race, right? Yes, Usain Bolt's on there in the Olympics during various years. Graph the data on your calculator. Do these points represent a positive, negative, or no correlation? Okay, so let's go ahead. It's been a while since you've done this. Let's go ahead and remember how to do it. So first thing you're going to do you remember what button to press? Stat. Stat. Go ahead and press stat and edit. We'll do all that. Yeah. So go ahead, stat, edit, and let's enter L1 are going to be all the years. I shortened it. There's a lot more than that. Did I ever show you the video of this with Usain Bolt? I show it in Algebra 2. When did he win? In 8 and 12? 4? And be careful, because if you mess up on one, you're done. You're welcome.
well, you can always edit your own one, right?
True. We sound like an accounting class right now. Just think, you should have taken stats. You would be doing this all year.
I would have given it
All right, I'll wait for you. Thomas, you don't feel like doing it today? It says to graph the data on your calculator. Okay, so let's go ahead. Go up to y equals. Clear any lines out just so that they're not there messing everything up. Go up to plot 1 and turn your plots on. Hit enter. And do you remember the magic zoom? Zoom stat. Zoom 9. Zoom stat is beautiful. Oh, oops. Mine's a whisker plot. Shoot. Yours is a what? It is? Oh. Okay, mine turned out to be a whisker plot. So what happens is I have to go back to type and choose just dots. Okay.
Wait, which two?
Oh, was yours a whisker plot too?
Yeah.
Remember we did whisker plots last year. That's fun.
I got a bar graph.
Go to second y equals. You got a bar graph?
Yep.
Yeah. So go to second y equals and change it, hit enter, and then change the type back to dots. And then hit zoom 9 again, and there it is. Okay, so go ahead and sketch the graph. Oh, by the way, do these points represent a positive, negative, or no correlation? It's negative, yeah. And you would think that. The races are getting faster and faster, so the time's going down. And then just try and plot it as best you can. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I gave you a little grid or a rectangle. And then there's one here and here, and there's a whole bunch together. And then you always want to write down what the window is, too. Okay? So press window, and my window is about 1884 to 2023. And then for the Y's, it's 9.2 to 12.4. All right, so it's a negative correlation. And now let's find the line of best fit, and we have to round to 5 decimal places. That's a bummer. Okay, do you remember how to do this part? All right, good. I'm teaching you something. All right, we'll go to stat, over to calc, and we're going to do number 4. So they want a line for this. So linear regression, number 4. Hit enter a couple of times, and then round to 5 decimal places. So y equals negative, I got 0.01648. Yeah? Okay, good. X. If you didn't get that, then somewhere in your edit, in your list, it's wrong.
Is it 165?
16.
Oh, 48.
Yeah, we're good? Okay. 42.71644. Okay. What is...
Oh, 5 decimal.
Yeah, 5 decimal places. That's okay. What is the correlation coefficient? The correlation coefficient is the R value. And in my case, in your case, R is negative 0.93. Okay? That's important because that tells you how good of a line you have. The closer this is to -1 for negative correlations, or the closer it is to +1 for positive correlations, the better your line is. So 93 is pretty good. Would you like to get a 93 in this class? Do you not have an R?
Sure, I'll take 93.
Okay, if you don't have an R, do you have a newer calculator? Yeah. Go to mode. Oh, yeah. Go to mode. Hold on. And then go to stat diagnostics and turn your diagnostics on. Yeah, they somehow got turned off. Yeah.
What is the R squared for?
R squared is for when you do parabolas and stuff like that. There's no R value. It's an R squared value. But it's the same thing, closer to 1. Yeah. Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
Using your, this is a little bit of an older worksheet. Using it as estimate the time for the next Olympics, 2016. What year is it? It's 2018. So the next one, should we do 2020 or 2016?
2016.
Let's just do 2016. Okay. So y equals, we're going to take 2016 and plug it into our equation. 648 times 2016 plus 42.71644. You don't have to write that down, but I thought I would tell you what we're doing. Anyone do it yet? Okay. It's a lot of numbers to press, huh? That's why you're not going to do it?
Yeah.
You guys are lazy. 42.7.
We're gonna do a bunch of them tonight.
I don't think yeah. And so it would be 9.49 seconds. And I don't think that actually happened, to tell you the truth. That's fast. 100 meters in under 9.5 seconds? I don't know. Is that possible? You don't have the R yet either? Okay. All right. Oh, by the way, if you want to see where your line falls on your graph, go to y equals. Do this with me. Go to y equals and choose vars. Do you remember vars, that button? And go to number 5, statistics. So go to y equals first, choose vars, go to statistics, and then over to equation, and they'll put the regression equation in for you. And then if you hit graph, your line should be there. It's cool, huh? Or you can just type it in manually and just round to 5 decimal places. Wow is right. You're going to have a lot of wows in this class because math is amazing.